Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, this is going to be a video about employment and unemployment, and it's going to be a video mainly about something that I like to term um, the what do you call it? Warm body policy. And the warm body policy that's going on in America's workforce is stopping employers from hiring more people. Okay, and I will tell you how it came up about to be as well, and it was told to me by higher ups. Okay, so I'm going to give you that information, but let's talk about unemployment. Okay. Yes, there's unemployment. But when you hear that there's not even jobs, yes, there are jobs. Okay. It may not always going to be in the fields that you want or you used to work in. But most of those jobs, even if it's not in your field that you used to work in, most of those jobs that are hiring will train you for free. You get free on the job training, and it's paid for, yes. Okay. And also, that includes not just on site jobs, that includes work at home jobs. They're available, they're out there now. Um, a lot of work at home companies have and in the process of cleaning up their act and getting rid of fake ghost jobs and actually updating their database. So that's a good thing. Now, what is warm body policy? You're going to love this. This was told to me, and I was really shocked. Okay. This came about like the first 2 years of our pandemic. Okay. Yes, we're still in the pandemic, but we're talking the first 2 years of our pandemic where they had a hard time hiring anybody. So basically, they would hire people who didn't want to work, didn't care, and it was called, and many of the managers would complain about these people, even employees, and the higher ups in the corporations would mainly say, well, as, at least it's a warm body. Okay. I dealt with that my 10 plus years in security, where they had a warm body. It's kind of like having ghost hours. Ghost hours means that you're billing someone for hours with a fictional person that does not exist. Okay, so it's not that severe, but it's similar to that because the employee that is hired isn't working. Okay, they're not pulling their weight. They're just a warm body. It looks good on the paper. Does not help production of the company. Does not help the company. Does not help support co-workers or anything. They're just there to pick up a paycheck. They're not working. Okay, uh, and they will do anything to get out of working. Matter of fact, I even had someone once told me that they don't care. Okay, they don't care, straight up. Uh, so the warm body policy was enacted. Okay, the first 2 years of our pandemic, COVID-19. Okay, and people were desperate to hire people or just put a warm body in that spot. And what's happening is it's coming back around and biting the corporations, the managers, their supervisors, employees in the butt. Okay, because two things cannot fit in the same space at the same time. Okay, This is science. So when you got a warm body taking up a space and you're only allowed to hire so many people, then you really can't even hire. Okay, and most of the managers are stretched. Most of the managers are sent to other stores to work. They don't even have enough time to look for employees, to look through applications and do the hiring. Okay, they're too busy keeping other stores afloat that's not their own. All right, so what happens with the warm body policy? Well, what happened is that it looked good on paper, even though it was not very productive. It looked good on paper, and it looked good during political times when people were trying to get elected. It's like, oh, more people were working. No, more people weren't working. More people were hired to fill a spot, but they never wasn't necessarily earning a pay or doing the job. So now what's going on is that there's a lot of people that want to work, and you do. And in the beginning of the pandemic, yes, there was a lot of people who didn't want to work, okay, because they were making more money off of unemployment because of the extra boost they got than they would have going to work and dealing with high gas prices. But that's not how it is now, okay? Things has changed. Um, so people need to really put themselves in a different mindset. Yes, companies are hiring, okay? The only reason many companies you see look like you get these long lines or they're short-handed is because they hired one or two or more warm bodies that's not pulling their weight, and they can't get rid of them, because they can't hire more people, because the company or the manager is only allowed to hire so many people. And if they have these warm bodies filling a spot, they can't. So what's going on now is that there's a lot of illegal immigrants that got temporary citizenship in the United States. Okay, a lot of them want to work. Okay, the government of the United States is dragging its feet when it comes to giving them the ability to have work permits. Okay, even though they have given over 500,000 illegal immigrants temporary status in the United States, temporary citizenship in the United States, but they haven't yet given them the ability to, work permits, which hopefully they're working on. Now, those who are Americans, you really just got to keep plugging up there and be willing to change, willing to try different things and learn different things, and you will land a job, whether it's working at home or going to a site to work. There are jobs hiring in abundance right now. Okay. Another thing dealing with unemployment and employment is that it's not that people are not working, it's just that people are not working as much. And what I mean by that is you have people who are working 3, some even 4 jobs. They're cutting back to 2 to 3 jobs. That's what I mean. You had some that was working 2 jobs, cutting back, or 1.5 jobs. They're cutting back to 1 full-time job. Okay, and just cutting down on their expenses so they can have more quality time. So that's what you have going on. Okay, so things have changed. Jobs are out there, and it's up to the corporations, the area supervisors, the managers to get rid of and replace these warm bodies that they hired that's not pulling their weight, not doing any work, and more than happy to tell you they don't care, with people who want to work, whether they have a work permit from the United States government are they are American citizens and allowed to work. And that is what warm body policy is. The warm body policy was enacted the first 2 years of the pandemic. Now it's biting most of these corporations in the butt, and they have to find out, get a strategy, and figure out something to do about it, or else it's going to hurt their profits even more. Okay, and especially next year. All right, so that is what a warm body policy is. And that is one of the things that's stopping some people from getting jobs. And that is one of the things these corporations, as well as area managers, system managers are going to have to work on to fix. And they have to stop helping the warm bodies that's not pulling their weight. They're going to have to stop being so hard on those who actually do work and not hard on those who don't work. Okay? The warm bodies. Because what eventually happens is they lose the hard workers and they'll go to another job or something like that where they don't have to deal with that warm body situation. All right? I hope this helps you. I hope you get lucky, find a job that you enjoy, maybe even find a new job you never did before, learn it, have fun, just have something to put on your resume. But I also ask you to give this video and any of my videos you enjoy a thumbs up. I ask you to subscribe and share this to educate other people and give them hope, and so they can understand what's kind of going on in the job market and in the corporate world. All right, and I should wrap to y'all later. Peace.